Hi guys, so for this tutorial I'll be using Seagull. It's 4-ply. This is a 4.5mm hook. The markings were here but they disappeared. I'll be doubling my strands. So what you're first going to do is you're going to make a slip knot. That's how I make mine. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 11, and this is how I chain. Just yarn over, pull through. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is 11, and you're going to make a triple crochet, which is you have one on the hook. You're going to yarn over, you'll have two, and then you're going to yarn over again. You'll have 3 stitches on the hook, and you're going to go into the stitch right here, the very first one that we made, and you're going to pull through. Right, you have 1 2 3 4 on that hook, and you're going to pull through 2. You have 3 left on the hook. You're going to pull through 2 again, and then you'll have 2 left on the hook, and you're going to pull through all the 2. And that's how we make a triple crochet. So what you're going to do next is you're going to chain 11 again. 1 11, and you're going to turn your work. You're going to go into this space with a double crochet. That's 1. You're going to go into it with 2 double crochets, and that's 2. Then you're going to chain 9. Sorry, you're going to chain 9. 1 2 3 4. And you're going to make a triple, and you're going to go into that very same stitch, sorry, this space right here. You're going to go into it. You're going to pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 again, right? And we're going to start our rows with 9, sorry, with 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And you're going to turn your work around. As you can see, we have like a small triangle, and you're going to put 2 double crochets into this hole. Then chain 9. Then you're going to go into the next space with 2 double crochets. And you're going to chain 9 again. And then you're going to make a triple crochet and go through into that same, as you can see, we're going to go back into the same space. With a triple crochet, and you're going to pull through 2, and then pull through 2 again. So for every row that we're going to be making, you'll be chaining 11, and then go through this with a double crochet 2 times, then chain 9, and then another 9. Let me just do this one last row, and then I'll explain the sizing for everything. So the next row, this is row 1 2 3. Row 4, you're going to chain 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Turn your work around, and you're going to go into that very first space, this, with a double crochet 2 times. Then, as you can see, we'll be beginning all our rows with chain 11 double crochet. Then you're going to continue with you're going to make a chain 9, then into the next space you're going to go in with 2 double crochets, and chain 9 again, and go into the next space with 2 double crochets, then chain 9 again, and then you're going to make a triple crochet and you're going to go into the same space. This, so as I was saying, you make a triple crochet 1 2 3, and then you're going to go into the same space with that. So you're going to do this. I'm working on a size large, so I made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I made how many rows? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I made 7 rows for this, and I've made 4 separate pieces, as you can see here, and I'll be joining this. Bring it to the camera. I'll be joining it like this part to this part, and this is going to be my front, then this, and this that I'm going to finish is going to be my back. So for size small, I would suggest you make 1 2 3 4 rows, and then you join them. And then for size medium, you can make 5 or 6. Then for large, I've made, as you can see, I've made 7 rows. So I'm going to finish this. So what I did next was joining them together, and I just tied it on the other side. You can make a slip knot you can join it using a slip knot with the ends of the thread, or you can tie it like the way I did. So what you're going to do next, you're going to grab your yarn and just choose one point. It doesn't matter, it could be the front or back panel. You just choose one point to be your back, and I chose this point. I grabbed my yarn, went through that hole. You can even go there, it really doesn't matter where you put it, but this is going to be my back part, and I'm going to just grab my yarn, make a slip knot, then attach it here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3, and then go into that same space with a double crochet, then chain 9, and go into the next chain space, which is this, with 2 double crochets, and then chain 9 again. I noticed I'd made a mistake. I don't added the second double crochet here, so chain 9 again, and then go into the next space with a double crochet. crochet 2 of them, and this is what you're going to do. Chain 9, go into the next, like chain space with double crochets, chain 9, go like that, and I'm going to meet you when you're at the end of this row. But before we get to the end, as you can see where we're attaching where we joined our 2 separate, let me call them triangles, and make sure you go into those 2. It's just going to be like you go in there with 2 double crochet, chain 9, then go into the next chain space with a double crochet. So that's what we're going to do, and I'll meet you when you're done with this row, and I'll show you what to do next when you're there. So when you get to the end, this is our last stitch, our last double crochet, over chain space. What you're going to do is you're going to chain 9 and go into the top of the chain 3 that we made just there in the middle with a slip knot. And then you're going to turn your work around, and you're going to make 5 slip knots. This is a bit hard and tricky, but you just have to pull through 5 times. You're just going to do what I was showing you here in the video, like making 5 slip knots. And when you're done with the 5 slip knots, you're going to chain 3 and then add a double crochet, then chain 9 and go into the next chain space with 2 double crochets. And this is how we'll be ending our rows, because we're trying to make a seam line. So basically this is how we make this dress. You're going to just continue. When you reach at the end, add a slip knot. You just keep repeating this, and you're going to do it until the length that you wanted. I was making a short dress, so this is how I did it. You just keep repeating the same things. When you reach to the end of the row, I think you can just go back to this video, this part here of the video, and you just see what to do, and then keep going. There is no increasing or decreasing until you get to the length that you wanted. So after finishing the whole dress, what I'm going to work on or show you is how to attach the 2 sides together, the front and the back. Basically what I did is I just made a slip knot, and then I attached it on the first chain space we made, and I made a long chain of 45, and then you could make between 45. I actually made a chain of 50, not 45. I made a chain of 50, and then I attached it to the other side. I attached it to the other side with a slip knot, and then I did the same for the other side. Or another option, which I'm going to show you basically, is you could so you're going to attach it into the other chain space with a slip knot, and this is how I did mine. This is how I attached my slip knot basically. And then you chain 1 and then cut off your yarn, and that's how our arms will be. Or what you could do to add the finishing on the dress, what I also did, another option is you could just grab your yarn, make a slip knot, and then you go into every single space, like how you drew the neck area, that V part. You go into it with 5 single crochets, and this is how I did it. I just went through all around the V area and the arms, where our arms will pass through, and then up to when I got back to this stitch, and then you just cut it off, attach your yarn again and make the long chain. I hope that makes sense. You make the long chain and just attach it to the other side and cut it off. If you want like a clean finishing part, you could do that. That's option 1. That's option 2, sorry. So basically that's it for our tutorial. I wasn't able to record the finishing, but here I made single crochets, 5 of them. As you can see, you're going to go and make it all through the V part, back, front, forward, and then when you get to the very end, you will attach it with a slip knot and then cut it off and then attach the yarn there again and make the chain. So that's it. Thank you for watching.